Chelsea 6, Arsenal 0. Samuel Eto'o scoring on 5 minutes. Andre Schürrle scoring after 7 minutes. Eden Hazard scored a penalty on 17 minutes after Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's brilliant save.
Does he want to play in goal for Ibis? I'm just saying.
And then you know what? He ended up getting sent off. We're gonna go into that in general talking points because there's actually a lot more to be said about that sending off. There's actually a hell of a lot more to be said about it. So we'll go into that in general talking points about the sending off in detail. Suffice to say, there are a lot of funny jokes about it. But yeah, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, absolutely fantastic save. Any goalkeeper will be proud of it, and Kieran Gibbs gets sent off. Hilarious stuff. All I can say is, kick it out. Where were you when that happened? That's all I can say. Just like I said to my Ibis teammates, where's kick it out when you need them? Because if that ain't blatant racism, I don't know what is. They all look alike. No, come now. Andre Marriner, how are you gonna send off Kieran Gibbs when it was Oxlade-Chamberlain? And they clearly look different.
They do look different, and the other part was they were both standing in different areas of the pitch. This is the funniest thing, right? And then of course there is the bit where Kieran Gibbs does turn his back to him, but he's showing him his number so that he knows it's clearly not him.
It's that ref. It was me. And yeah. Why is Kieran Gibbs gonna come out and lie about it anyway? But referee Andre Marriner has apologised to Arsenal for his error, which saw Kieran Gibbs mistakenly sent off in the 6-0 loss to Premier League leaders Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. The Professional Game Match Officials, PGMO Limited, released a statement on Saturday evening after Marriner dismissed Gibbs for a handball committed by Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, as we mentioned earlier, great save, which resulted in the penalty in the 17th minute of the match. Andre is an experienced referee and is obviously disappointed that an error of mistaken identity was made in this case, the statement read. Incidents of mistaken identity are very rare and are often the result of a number of different technical factors. The referee was looking right at it. Anyway, whilst this was a difficult decision, Andre is disappointed that he failed to identify the correct player. He expressed his disappointment to Arsenal when he was made aware of the issue. The Football Association earlier confirmed that Arsenal will be able to appeal the red card. Anyway, I'm going to get into that in a second. Clubs can appeal mistaken identity to the FA, although the FA can proactively review also, an FA tweet read. Following a red card, clubs can also review the possibility of wrongful dismissal claim to the FA, unless dismissal is for 2 yellow cards. There is a precedent for the decision to be changed after League One side Preston had the wrong man sent off against Port Vale in November. Striker Joe Garner was suspended retrospectively for 3 games after midfielder Neil Kilkenny had mistakenly been sent off. Gibbs' mistaken red card would not have happened under UEFA's extra officials policy, according to a spokesman for President Michel Platini. Good gravy. Trust him to get involved. But anyway, we're going to get into that one in a second. But also, it's a situation that Pedro Pinto, the chief of press for Platini, said could have been avoided if there was an extra assistant on the byline. Pinto wrote on Twitter, "What confusion at Chelsea Arsenal with the pen decision. That's why over 30 European countries have endorsed UEFA-backed 5 officials system. With an additional assistant referee on the end line, referee would not have got that sending off wrong. Technology is not the answer." Pinto claimed that more eyeballs were the key to improving referee decision-making rather than technology alone. The Premier League has employed goal line technology for the first time this season, but it would not have aided Mariner's decision at Chelsea because it only determines whether or not the shots cross the line. Oh, for Christ's sake. You know what, yeah? Oh my God. Do you know what? Firstly, Andre Marriner, flop of the week contention, comfortably. Secondly, Pedro Pinto. Pedro. All I can say is, I'm going to paraphrase the honky tonk man. on his
He's a honky tonk man.
on his U shoot 2011 honky tonk man second U shoot. Pedro, what's the matter with you, Pedro? What's the matter with you, Pedro? What's the matter with you? Pedro Pinto saying that the 5 officials would have gotten that decision right. Mate, how many decisions have the 5 referees gotten wrong, you fool? Pedro Pinto, shut up and just, it infuriates. See, this is the powers that be that we have to deal with in football, who are running and ruining the game. It's infuriating. Firstly, why is Pedro Pinto even sticking his nose in business that has nothing to do with him? This is a Premier League issue. It's to do with the Premier League, Scudamore, them kind of guys, and the FA, and Arsenal, and Chelsea. If Wenger came out and moaned about it, I could understand that, because he's directly affected by it, because the wrong man was sent off. Now, why Pedro Pinto's getting involved, I don't know. But Pedro, you need to Pedro your A double crooked letter out the door, because this has nothing to do with you. And your 5 officials in terms of the Europa League, the Champions League, mate, those 5 officials don't do bugger all. As the man next to me, Gezzie Fizzle, has said on numerous occasions, those extra officials are paid spectators. So Pedro Pinto, those extra officials wouldn't have done anything in the Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Kieran Gibbs mistaken identity issue. So shut your face and leave this business alone, because it's nothing to do with you. Now, Andre Marriner, you gotta be a fool. As like I said earlier, I said it in jest on Saturday to my IBIS teammates. Where kick it out when you need them. Fact of the matter is, how Andre Marriner got that wrong. Kieran Gibbs and Oxlade-Chamberlain don't look alike. They don't look alike. No. Not alike enough. Not alike enough for mistaken identity. It's like, no. But there was actually a funny tweet going around about what's it? Something along the lines of what's it? Kieran Gibbs. Something like, Kieran Gibbs, ref, it was me. and like with a quote from the referee going, what's it? Shut up, Walcott, and get on with the game. So them kind of jokes are going around.
Wow.
The Newcastle picture with like 6 Newcastle players. Guess which one is Cisse?
Wow.
There was Shola Amiobi, there was Musa Sissoko, Papi Cisse, and a couple of others as well.
There's Sammy Amiobi in there as well.
I don't think so.
Wow.
But it's just one of them was, I mean...
But yo, let me speak on this. Like, seriously.
Awful.
Right?
Utterly awful.
Here's the thing, right? If I remember back to that incident specifically, okay? There was a delay in giving the penalty, okay?
Huge delay, yeah.
The referee's assistant, aka the linesman, does absolutely nothing, even though, right, he has an even better view than the referee to start with, okay? The decision for the penalty actually comes through from the earpiece. So there's already somebody else watching the incident who's telling you, or should I say, telling him what decision to give. So if you've already got somebody talking to you in your earpiece, right, then here's my thing, okay? What do you think an extra set of eyes was going to do in that situation if the referee that's given an earpiece so he can talk to fourth official, right, still can't tell him, by the way, it's the wrong player, even when the same player who actually commits the foul comes up to him and says, ref, it was me. He wasn't doing a shaggy and saying, it wasn't me. He was literally saying, it was me, okay? You sent off the wrong guy. And the referee's still like, yeah, nah, mate, don't matter. Anyway, so I'm just like, look, how extra officials, 2 of whom, right, are gonna have their back to the game most of the time anyway, right? Probably looking at, some really, really hot fan, like really up in the nosebleeds or something, or in this case, what's it, that Chelsea physio?
Yeah, he was wrong, man.
No, come on, let's be honest. Right? They probably,
I'm not saying anything.
They're probably
Get myself in trouble.
Probably looking at one of those two things. Okay, how are they going to help when referee's assistant doesn't even indicate anything, and he has a great view, and the referee has to be told in the earpiece what the decision is before he can make it. So if you've got all of that going on, do you really think an extra 2 set of eyes who are going to be distracted by the Chelsea physio and or them same fans up in the nosebleed, okay, is going to be able to add anything when in Europa League games they add nothing?
Yeah. When Champions League games, nothing.
So I'm just like,
what do they add? Nothing.
So literally, just leave it alone. Yeah. Leave it alone, right? And for Andre Marriner, yeah, I will give him the minus 5 stars.
Minus 5 stars
for that decision, because you know what? For me, I love the fact that the FA are like, oh, Arsenal will be able to appeal the card. No, this doesn't need an appeal.
No.
FA overturn the red card and apply it to the right person.
Yeah, that's
Are you stupid? Are you to coin another obligatory phone shop reference, OPR? Are you dizzy, blood? Are you dizzy? FA, are you dizzy, blood? Seriously. What do you mean? We're gonna allow you to appeal. What if do you know what would be funny? If the appeal failed. You understand how stupid that would be? Yeah, we've given you the right to appeal mistaken identity, but we're gonna turn it down.
Yeah.
You understand how stupid they're gonna look? Nah, I'm sorry, but this is not no appeal thing. This is just apply the red to the right person. And the worst thing is Andre Marriner. He's going to be refereeing on Saturday.
No punishment.
Mate, it's one of them ones. Andre Marriner should get busted down to Ryman League for that.
Literally.
For that kind of mistake, you get busted down to the Ryman League.
Literally.
Or you get busted down to Glemnet SAL level and you get 32 quid a game. You get 32 quid a game. And it's one of them ones. You get busted down to Glemnet SAL level for 2 months. And see how you like that. How do you like them apples? One of them ones, man. When I saw that decision, like, I just had to think.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Wait a minute. But I don't like it.
Twitter was like that as well.
I don't like it at all. But I don't like it.
That's what was going through the mind. That's what was going through the mind. It was just one of them ones. It's like no. It's like no. All you gotta say to Andre Marriner's eyes.
Where are you?
To Andre Marriner's eyes, you gotta be saying that. And to Andre Marriner's common sense, when Oxlade-Chamberlain was going up to him saying, "Mate, it was me." You gotta say that to Andre Marriner's common sense.
It's true.
Because it's messed up.
It really is bad. So bad. So bad. Like I said, how he escapes
the week contention.
How he escapes with no punishment and he's refereeing a top flight game again this weekend, I have no idea.
Dude should get busted down to Ryman League level.
It makes no sense to me, right? Because in all fairness, right, you'll have officials making other poor decisions, okay, that get busted down. But for me, personally, this is even worse, right? This is a worse offense. It's like, how did you manage to get those 2 players confused? Okay, one of them clearly commits the offense that you can see, right, because it's in your line of vision, and the other one is stood in front of you. Right? He even turns his back so you can see his shirt number. So you know it's clearly not him. On top of what you said, it's not a matter of, oh, y'all look alike. No. Just no. Okay. And literally, like I says, the player who commits the offense comes up to you and says, look, ref, it's not him, it was me. It was me. Literally, that's what he mouths. You can lip read it and work it out from the video. Right? So I'm just like this. Andre Marriner, you know what that is? That's flop of the season talk right there. Straight up.
Yeah.
Up there with Manchester United. Flop of the season. I don't know if the Skypers want to say anything about this, but
yeah. James Pegg and Ross Vernon wanted to jump in. So James Pegg, firstly, welcome to the show, and secondly, what have you got to say about this mistaken identity crap?
Well, Well, basically, all I was thinking was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's having a decent last few games. He's having a good season. He's trying to get on the plane for the England squad, isn't he? So if he can prove to Roy Hodgson that he can play on the wing and in goal, then hey, why not?
It was a great save, though.
It was a fantastic.
He's a multi-player. You can put him anywhere. A bit like Phil Jones.
Oh!
Where are you?
Oh! Mate, we want quality players on the plane, not crap.
Bring Tom Cleverley then.
No!
Thank you very much. Good
Michael
night.
Carrick.
United.
Ask Carrick. But on a serious note, what did you think about the mistaken identity? It was just,
Well, yeah. I mean, the referee's had an absolute stinker there. He's seen what's happened. How can you just get the wrong player? I mean, yeah, take him down to the Ryman Ismail League. I agree with that.
Oh, it's just utterly mad.
You know what that is? It's a disgrace.
Yeah, it is. Ross Vernon, you wanted to jump in on this point as well, right?
I did, Liam. First and foremost, good evening to you and Gezzie and the Skypers.
What is up?
Evening, Russ.
I've just been listening to the Leeds game, and before we start mocking it in the chat and everything,
4-1.
4-1 to Bournemouth, totally outplayed, and according to the commentary, Bournemouth could have had 4-5, could even have double figures to now. Leeds currently sitting 14th below Sheffield Wednesday in the Sky Bet Championship table, and Bournemouth fans were winning 4-1, and they weren't even singing tonight.
It's all over. It's all over. Leeds United season. It's all over.
It's been over for ages, Liam. Been over since January, since we played, since McDermott went and then came back.
It's been over, mate. It's been over since you lot kicked the ball at the beginning of the season. No, I'm kidding. But the mistaken identity thing. What's your view on that, man?
Yeah, when I first saw it on the highlights Saturday night, I thought initial reaction was a yellow card at best, because the shot was actually going wide, and to be honest, you could even see Kieran Gibbs were actually saying to Oxlade-Chamberlain was saying it was me. Gibbs was saying it was me. Oxlade-Chamberlain actually said that it was definitely him who did it. So I didn't referee just say, okay, then off you go, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and you stay on Gibbs. He actually admitted during the match that it was actually him who did it. And referee went, no. I saw a photo of there saying it wasn't. Sorry, Walcott. Be quiet, Walcott. It was Gibbs who did it, not you. I saw a photo that's on Facebook when Walcott's even injured at the moment.
I mean, the thing with this whole mistaken identity thing, when it happened, it was a case of, it was like, wait, what? It was like, what? It was like, what the hell? But what does have to be said about it is that the decision.
Hey, it's not disgrace! It's not disgrace! Hey, it's not disgrace! It's not disgrace!
And all I can say is, like I've said before, video technology in terms of these situations is not the answer. Teaching the referees better. Teaching the referees how to be better is the answer. Not having a load of cameras around. Teaching the referees the basics. Getting those referees to Specsavers. Maybe. So one of them ones. Andre Marriner's probably so stupid he's got both contact lenses in and the same eye. It's probably one of them stupid ones. It's like dude's got a monocle. Dude's got a monocle on the wrong eye. Well, I don't know, man. Oh my God. This would be the guy. This would be the kind of guy who gets told to put his right hand over his right eye during an eye test. He'd end up putting his left hand over his left eye. It's like, dude, no, wrong one. That's quality. But I mean, it's atrocious. It is atrocious. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the FA being the moronic minority, only giving Arsenal the right to appeal rather than rescinding the card straight away.
Yeah, why they don't like just overrule Andre Marriner outright and to be like, yeah, this is what's going to happen.
Get busted down to the Ryman.
You know, I have no idea. Like, the whole situation is just a disgrace.
Yeah. It's one of them ones, and not even a funny one either. It's one of them ones, man. Jamie Bailey, you wanted to jump in on this?
Yes, apologies that I left earlier. I got a call halfway through whilst I was talking to you, which actually lasted way too long. I'm surprised that you guys are surprised by this. I'm seeing it as this is one of those things that they want to sweep under the rug because, England's going to the World Cup and they don't want to be seen as they're losing the plot or anything like that. This is my personal opinion, and the way that I'm seeing it is if this wasn't a situation at all, even after that, how many goals did we really concede? So are we really worried about the fact that a referee decided to turn down a 2-for-1 offer at Specsavers, or are we deciding that it was just a holiday booked at Stamford Bridge?
Oh crap! So one of them was Abramovich just bought another referee in New York.
Yeah. I don't think it was a yacht that he bought him though. I think he actually bought him an actual destroyer. An actual one of them boats. I think he either resurrected the Titanic, or he actually told somebody that he can actually find it.
For me, I mean, for me, it's a case of like you mentioned. Oh yeah, they don't want it to look like England have lost the plot. Mate, it makes the refereeing corps in England look like they've lost the plot by giving that sort of decision that was glaringly obvious. And one of the things is, what the hell was the linesman doing? Scratching his nuts whilst this happened? Why ain't the linesman helping out with the decision?
Literally, and like I said, you have the fourth official in the earpiece who instructs to give the penalty, because like I say, the referee doesn't do anything initially. The linesman / referee's assistant / whatever the hell you want to call them these days literally flags for nothing, right? So the flag stays all the way down there, literally. And it's like, well, come on, you've already got help from the fourth official. The fourth official, who's looking at a screen anyway, must be able to tell you, oh, by the way, wrong player. Even when the same player comes up and says, ref, it wasn't him, it was me. Like, what more do you need?
Can I just ask a question though?
Yeah, shoot.
I just thought, I was just thinking of it now. I can see if I think about it, have the FA not swept something else under the rug as well, in terms of Alan Pardew?
Wait, that didn't get swept under the rug.
No.
I think
the Alan Pardew thing, mate.
No.
He's got a 10-match ban, and all right. Seven match ban, and five of it is like
4.
What's it? 5? I think it's 5.
It's like a stadium ban. 4 games away from the stadium, and 3 games in the stand.
Yeah, which is not enough. Which is not enough in my view, but. It's one of them was the fact of the matter is I don't think that got swept under the rug at all. But even but I mean with Gibbs, say with what's it with the Oxlade-Chamberlain and Gibbs mistaken identity thing. I swear what's it? So I can't believe I'm gonna do this. I swear it must have been one of them ones where Oxlade-Chamberlain literally went up to the ref and was like this. Replace the word Austin with Marriner.
It's me, Austin!
Oh, son of a...
What? It's me, Austin! It was me all along, Austin!
So yeah, apologies for the BITC word, but it's one of them ones where it was one of them ones. It was blatantly Oxlade-Chamberlain who was like, "It's me, Marriner! It was me all along, Marriner! You all bought it, even the referee, even Andre Marriner bought it."
There's a reason why I brought it up. If anybody remembers, David Prutton got sent off for Southampton in 2005 against us in a 1-1 draw, and he got a 10-match ban for a headbutt. Now all of a sudden the rules have changed about what you can do in a game and what you can't do. And this is the thing. All of a sudden, Alan Pardew only gets a 7-match ban when technically there's still 10 games left. And also, there is this situation where Andre Marriner now gets swept under the rug because he's one of the top referees or supposed top referees in the business. This is based on an opinion, not any factual evidence. I'm just trying to work out if there's an actual link to how the FA have dealt with certain things over the years. And I think there is, in case of how they've actually done it, to be honest with you.
Well, you know what, yeah? There was actually a conspiracy theory I actually came up with on Saturday after seeing this match. Oh God, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it was.
It was that good, people.
I actually had a conspiracy theory about this decision because it was just that random. Oh God, I cannot remember what it was. I really can't. But it's just silly. It's just absolutely silly. I mean, even James Pegg has been like, maybe it's a conspiracy. I mean, Mike Harneman, firstly, welcome to the show, and secondly, what was your view on this? As a Stevenage and Arsenal supporter, what was your view on this?
Thank you for getting that the right way around. I just want to say,
Mike, are you there?
Mike, you've got your user rights and privileges this week. They've not been revoked.
All right, we'll have to come back to that.
Are we going to delia him?
Yes, we will. Not that one. Yes, we will. Mike Harneman.
Where are you? Where are you?
Come on, Mike.
Let's be having you.
You've just been deliated. We've gotten so much mileage out of it. That's good, actually. You've just been deliated with your Monday Night Football and Fixed Pitch Talk, even though it's a Tuesday special show. Oh my God. The decision was just stupid. And as I said, Pedro Pinto, shut your face about the extra officials we've seen. Shut your face. I mean, really.